Okay, so what we're gonna do is wrap a white quartz from the beach that has a nice point on it. And actually, we have to go wash it. You know that? It's yellow. It has yellow on it. Be back. Hi, we're back. So I washed it off. And then I rubbed mineral oil into the stone because it's not tumbled and I don't want to tumble it. It would lose its shape. It would crack too. It's got cracks in it. I could have sprayed it with, not polyurethane, Krylon clear coat, non-yellowing, UV resistant, glossy spray. But that takes a while and I wanted to get this done. And I think the mineral oil is going to work just fine. So with that, we're going to look at what color wire to use. And I really should have looked at what she said, so I got to go check it. All right, so we're going to do this in silver wire. I already have some silver wire already measured. Well, not measured. I don't measure. But I've got some cut. I think those are long enough. Yeah. And then they're a little bent, so I'm going to straighten them with my plastic pliers to get some of the bends out. And then we've got to find one more piece of wire. Where is my wire? Oh, there it is. 20 gauge artistic wire. You can use 22, it's harder. And you can use 18 too, that's stiffer, but whoops. I double it up if I'm using 22 or 26 gauge. There we go, we straightened that out. Cut it, put the wire back up here, and then we'll take a look at getting the small wire for the stage. Here's this one. And then we need a wire for the neck of the bale. And I do like to recycle and reuse, so I'm going to use this piece here. It's going to be a short neck. Put those away. Gather your wire and have the ends be kind of the same as far as how much sticks out and doesn't match, so you have an even distribution on either side. And then we're going to put the stage on, so we have our little wire for that. I'm going to start here and wrap it around, and I'm holding on to that piece of wire between my index and thumb really tight so that I can do this without it spinning around. And if you can't pinch it with your fingers, you'll have to get some pliers. And you can either put painter's tape on them or get the plastic kind that don't bite into the wire and leave marks. The painter's tape works okay. It has to be replaced because it gets chewed up by the wire, but it does work in a pinch. All right, and then I want these ends to end up on the same side because they will show up in the front if you don't make them go in the back, and the ends will show up and they won't look good. So, okay, that one's being a pita. There we go. All right, right, so then that ended there, so this can go around one more time, maybe. Yeah. Oh, man. I'll use the pliers to help me get it around. Where'd that end? It ended there. Okay. And then like that. And then squish them together. Let's see now. Do I have them both on the same side? Yeah, I do. Okay, so the side where you can't see the cuts is going to be the front of the stage. And this has a point, so you have to make a V right in the middle of the stage. And V's are difficult because the wire wants to spread out. I think I did that right. Yep, I think I did. All right, let's see. Is that too wide? Not really, but I'll make it a little narrower. Okay, a little narrower, and then we're going to stick it on the end. And this is where you can't see, but I'll show you. You just kind of get it to go around the rock, following the rock's pattern until you get it up both sides like that. It's not going to get in there perfectly yet. And then you start adjusting it however you can. I think that is going to have to be a straight edge. I mean, I would love to go in there and follow that curve, but I don't think I'm going to be able to. I might be able to indent it at the end, actually. Might. Okay. So, and I just realized you're not seeing what I'm doing. So, okay, we've got it now up to here. And you make a bend, and you make another bend with the other side while keeping the rock in there. Come on, go in there. There. Get that out of the way, and then that's going to make a bend. And then eventually you're going to have them together. But I have to do that down on the table. Can't do it up in the air. It's impossible. So I got that one. I got that one. Now I have them together. All right, so you got your basic shape of the rock, and then you take your neck wire, that's what I call it, and pinch it like you did the other one. And wrap it around a few times. And I didn't make it very long, so you can make yours longer. Bring that around. There. Okay. Now, this is where it gets tricky. You fit it in and you bend the wires in the back to become the cradle. Oops, that's a front wire. Nope, 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 we're not doing that. That makes it hard. Pick a rear wire to put as the cradle. Okay, there's a rear. Okay, I got one side open, and then we're going to open the other side too. There. So now you have a cradle to put it in. I call it a cradle. I don't know what other people call it, but oops. Make sure you put the stone in the correct way. Okay, and then once you get it in there, Yeah, there we go. We're getting it to go down more. Okay. All right, and then you have to push the back ones down once you get it positioned, because they are just all over the place. Okay, now, then you look at your sides and decide how you're going to approach that. And I think for this one, we're going to bring it forward a little and leave that middle one there, right on the middle. And then this one, put it on the edge. Yep. And then I'm going to try to get it to go down in there. Yep, there. There's space at the bottom of the triangle, but you know what? That leaves me room to hang something off of it if I want to do a double, which I might. I'm not sure. And then you got to get the wires all pushed down, and then to get this part in, you're going to push it with your pliers. Push it down. Push it in. There, now we've got a nice curve. Okay. And then, like we did last time, we're going to split up the ones we have left to make the neck. And I like to only have 2 left. I used to do 3, but they're harder to tuck in the back. So now those are real long ones in the middle, but that's okay because I have a long neck here from here to here. There's a big open space. So I'm going to push that down a little and then figure these wires out. I think actually these 2, okay, yeah, that makes more sense. So again, I'm going to do my thumbprint and make the part where the necklace goes through. And then continue to wrap, get these out of the way, and continue to wrap the bail wire around the neck and make sure it's straight when you do it. Okay. Now you don't want that to end in the front. I don't know if you can see that. There it is. You want to cut that so it ends in the back. So I'll take it out a little. And then I'll do this little cut there, and then we have it about that big. And then we're going to tuck it in. And this part is the part I hate the most about wire wrapping. Ow, that hurt, because sometimes it gets me. All right, now I have the neck going, and I have that space still, and I have all this extra wire in back, so that's what we're going to use. We're going to wrap that around. And you might want to go in and straighten the little arches because I'm noticing they are out of line there. You want those straight together. All right, and then you're going to take the wire, holding these together, and wrap it around there, and go around again. And this all tightens all the wires onto the rock. All right, and then I got some left over back. I'm going to chop that off and then stick it under in that little spot. And then we can adjust the arches again. All right, and then But we also have to decide if we need a wire to hold the stone in. So we need to play with it a little, and I don't think we're going to need to. So we'll take this wire up and over and around. And that's not straight there. Okay. Okay, and then we'll chop a little off on the back. And my back's starting to bark, so I'm going to have to go rest for a few after I get this in there. And I may not even try to do that. I don't know. No, I'm not going to try to do that. It's hurting too much. Back in a bit. Okay, so we are going to push this piece right here up next to the stone. Just brace your arm, and then I'm going to follow it around so that it's up against. And I'm going to do that on the other side wherever I can, because it all helps it stay in place. Alright, so now I have 4 wires left, and they're long. Well, 3 are long, 1 that's short. And I'm looking at my bail, and my bail looks pretty straight, so I don't have to hide it. And I left off actually with this wire in the back needing to be pushed in, and it's really giving me trouble. It's too long, that's why I need to chop off a tiny bit and then stick it under there. Okay, that's better. Now, okay. I don't know. I'm thinking, I don't know why I like circles so much. I just do. Maybe we want something coming down here. And maybe we want... I don't know. I'm distracted because I am waiting for someone to get here with food. So I'm going to think about this. Okay, so here I've come up with something. I'm going to take the wires of the heart and put them across the stone. Just for kicks. So I've already got them in position, and I used my thumb the same way I do the part of the bail. Okay, so I have to bend these around the stone because they're going to get hooked on that last wire in the back. So, I want to make sure those are bent right up next. And then these are very long, so they have to be trimmed for me to wrap them up underneath that edge of whatever you call it, the cradle. I don't know. Couldn't tell you. Okay, so now they're ready to tuck under. And you do them one at a time, even though it looks like you could do 2 at a time. You don't want to do that. You want to do 1 at a time, and you just bend it in a circle around that other wire. I don't know see, and you may have to even lift that other wire a bit. Because it's going to go under there. That one isn't really wanting to do it. Here we go. I think I got it. Nope, didn't go in. That's quite a problem. I need my dental pick, and John used it today for replacing a car's ignition something. I don't know, whatever. Alright, that got in there like that, but I don't even know if that could be seen because my phone was telling me I had a low battery. But, okay, there we go. That needs to go in more. There, now we're in. Sometimes it just takes a bit of fooling around with it. There we go. And that is going to go around there. Nope, it's not. It doesn't want to. Huh. That is not cooperating with me. Huh. Put it down in that other one. There we go. Alright, we got that one tucked. Kinda. And then the other one is probably going to be just as hard. I will lift the wire in the back first. That'll help. That helps a lot. Why didn't I do that with the other one? I don't know. Just bring it around a bit more. Oh, come on, get in there. You have to get it tucked in enough. And you don't want little pieces of metal getting caught on sweaters and things. So you have to make sure it's not all jaggedy. But that one worked. And then we have to decide what we want to do with this other wire. It kind of looks neat like that. I think that's what I'll do. And we'll go to that wire and cut to make it shorter. Go to that same wire that lifted up so easily. Yeah, and then bend it around it. Oh, that one worked just great. Okay, good. Yep. Pinch. Alright, and I'm noticing the bail needs to be evened out. Let's just pull on that a little. There. Now, we've got one more wire. And I'm thinking it could be a circle in the middle. Yep. I do like my circles. Alright, and then where's the front? Okay, so flip it so that the front part has the part you're gonna twirl. And then get your pliers on the end of the part you're gonna twirl. And then twirl. go. I'm going to put it down on the table and then you can see it. What happened here? I don't know.